Hello everyone, welcome to my cave. In today's video, I'm gonna talk about talent strategies. I'm gonna explain to you what is talent deficit, limited rewards, and how the talent event works. So let's go to talent event spheres. This works as Immortal Force. This means that in order to get a score, you need to surpass your highest talent ever. This is my highest talent ever when the event started. So I need to do over this to get a score, as you can see here. If you are in deficit, that I'm going to explain in a moment, you won't get a score. This is very important for new players. If you unmount your servant pieces one day before and then try to mount it that day, that won't work. Yeah, because you are in deficit. You need to surpass your highest ever. If you unmounted pieces and then you use talent pills, and those talent pills don't surpass your highest, then they will register unlimited rewards, but they won't register on the event. So this is very important for new players. Now, what is limited rewards and what is the talent deficit? Limited rewards is a special extra reward that you get on some ranking events. In this case, we care about talent pill consumption. This one is on Demon Invasion, Outer War, and some others, Immortal Force and Talent, obviously. So when you use pills, you get pills back. In this case, you get 4 heaven pills, these ones. The best milestone is 20 because you get 2.7 pills for using 20 pills, which is a little over the 10%, which is really good. It's almost 15% back. So now, some people will be in this moment saying, oh, but that is a waste. I'm going to wait for my event, blah, blah, blah. No, it's not a waste. In the end, you're going to get more from this rather than the event. And also, those pills won't really make a difference on a cross-server event. Let's be honest. It's very rare when someone really just needed 80 points to get to the next group of rewards. So this is the most important part of the strategy, limited rewards. Always use it. Because I've seen some people complaining that another guys are growing faster, but they don't understand why if they are using more on talent event. Well, this is why, because they are using talent pills. The other advantage of this is that the faster you use them, the faster your servants will grow. If you haven't seen my servants video, let's just do it, because servants are always producing. So the faster and the more you use, the faster and the more they will grow. Okay, so don't waste your time waiting for a talent event. As we know, we don't have a proper schedule, so we don't know when talent event is coming. It's better to keep using this and getting pills back all the time. Now we have another one, which is improved talent. This is only on talent event and Immortal Force event, and you get some talent as well. You get more, but the difference is that these ones are random for mic and command. Some people don't like these ones because they are random, blah, 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 and they like to focus, but it's just 2 events. It's Immortal Force and Talent Event. So in my opinion, it's better to use them because with these ones, you actually get 3.8 talent points back. So, which is very good. And in the long term, your overall progress is what's going to help. So honestly, the focus option is just usually for cut. So it's just for one event. It's not a big deal. Just use it. And as I said before, the more you grow, the more you produce, and the faster you grow. So it's like a snowball effect. Now, some people use deficit in order to use the limited rewards without wasting a score for the event. As I explained, if you unmount a beast, you will get into deficit. For example, this beast. This beast gives me 8 points of command talent and then 18 of each one from rank, which is 72. So I'm getting 80 points of talent from this beast. If I unmount this beast, I'm going to have 80 points of deficit. So if I use 80 talent pills after unmounting, they won't count for a score. However, they will count for limited rewards. So, for example, if you do the milestone 20, you unmount this, you can use limited rewards on 4 different events for talent pills, and you won't waste your score for event, because when event talent event is coming, you can mount again and you're gonna get those 80 points back. So that's gonna be a score for the event. This is the strategy with talent deficit. What do I recommend if you decide to do talent deficit? Always start with the lowest one. Okay, for example, in this case, this one. Always start with the lowest beast, and then from there go higher. Never unmount your main servants or your main beasts, for example, these ones, because those ones are a source of important attributes, of important resources. They are a source of experience, of troops, of packs. So don't start from the main ones. Always start from the weaker ones. And the other option is don't unmount all at once. Do it progressively. For example, if you are going to do the limited rewards at this moment and you have a beast that gives you 20 talent points or something around that, then just unmount that one. Don't unmount all the beasts so you can have a lot of deficit. It doesn't make sense, and actually you are delaying your growth. Now the other question is deficit worth it? Well, the answer is tricky because it's going to depend on your rank. Maybe because of those points saved, you got a better ranking in the event, but maybe you not. And in the end, it didn't make any difference. You know what I mean? So in the end, it's gonna depend on luck. If you want the safe option, just like me, because I don't really like deficit and I don't really like talent event, then don't do deficit at all. Just keep doing limited rewards and keep growing steady. And that's it. Don't worry about talent deficit. But I'm gonna be very honest here. The extra growth that you're gonna get is gonna be small. It's not gonna be like a really big difference. So whatever you choose is fine. Just have fun and just remember how to use deficit. Okay. It's gonna be up to you. The important part of the strategy are limited rewards. That's something that is a must. Whatever you choose, deficit or not, the important thing is to do limited rewards every time. Never forget to do your milestones. And that's it, guys. That's it pretty much. Oh no, one last thing for event. So for event, the strategy that I'm gonna explain, it's spreading. So what I do usually is, after using all the talent pills, I use them on the servant that I'm working right now. Depends on your strategy. In my case, I'm working on custodian arrays. So I'm working right now on divine effort, but that's for all players. If you are young, don't waste your pills on divine effort. And then I use all my might pills on Ghost King. Then I use all the command on Yao Yi. I use all the intellect on Hell Queen. And I use all the insight on Tank Priest because I don't really need more insight. But if you are still young, you can have another option that is Beastmaster. It's going to depend on your strategy and your age. And also if Beastmaster is maxed. If it's not maxed, then you just use Tank. Okay? Then after using all of that and then using all the random stuff from my inventory or the random pills, then I started from the lower one. And this is what I do. You can decide your numbers. For the servants that I have in assistance, like these ones, they are not showing in cut. So for these ones, I use a threshold of 300. What do I mean? If they need 300 or less for breakthrough, I do it. For example, in this case, and in this case. So the rest needs more than 300, so I just skip it. This is assistant, nothing, and so on. For the servants that are not assistants but are just normal, what do I mean with normal? This means that they don't have skills, okay, like Yan Di. So they don't have skills. For these ones, what I use is the threshold of 500, in this case. This is for the second day. In first day, I just use the threshold of 300, but I don't want to confuse you. So I'm gonna use the threshold of 500. So in this case, I can upgrade this. I can upgrade this, but this one no, because it needs more than 500. This is for normal servants. And finally, for skilled servants like Asura, I'm gonna use the threshold of 700. For example, in this case, these ones need more than 700, so I won't do it, but this one needs only 670, so I'm gonna do it. And I do this for all the servants. The point of this is that you get some extra talent score and that you get some extra growth in the end. Because if you just focus on one servant, you're gonna need 1000 for each breakthrough. So this is up to you in the end as well. I like to do this strategy of spreading because it was really good for me. But some people don't like it and they just decide which servant to use their pills and that's it. But honestly, in my opinion, it's a very good strategy because you don't really will use a lot of growth pills to finish all the breakthroughs, and then you can focus on the proper servants. And that's all for now. That's all that you need to know for a strategy for talent event. If I forgot something, please let me know, and thank you for watching the video. I hate you all, and I hope you die. Bye.